Lindsay Lohan has lived much of her life in the spotlight, sometimes by choice, and sometimes not. From her Disney days in The Parent Trap to becoming one of the most talked about tabloid targets of the 2000s, her journey has been anything but ordinary. But among the many stories tied to her name, there's one topic that still draws massive curiosity online, a series of bikini photos that many believe crossed the line, not just for young fans, but even for adult audiences. Let's be real. Celebrity bikini photos are nothing new. They flood magazines, social media, and paparazzi reels every single day. But with Lindsay, things were different. At the time many of these pictures surfaced, she was either fresh out of her teenage years or still transitioning from child star to adult actress. That's where the controversy begins. Some of the most infamous images came from her vacations in the early 2000s, street Barts, Malibu, and the south of France. On the surface, they may just look like typical celebrity beach shots. But dig a little deeper, and you'll see why critics and fans alike were raising eyebrows. The poses, the styling, the intentional camera angles, it all felt overly suggestive. And considering Lindsay's age and public image at the time, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. What made these photos particularly unsettling was the context. Lindsay was still fighting for a career revival, fresh off multiple media scandals. Some believed that paparazzi and even certain magazines capitalized on that vulnerability. The way she was framed in some of these shots didn't feel like empowerment. It felt like exploitation, plain and simple. Even more disturbing was how certain media outlets labeled her. Words like a wild child, party girl, and troubled starlet were thrown around constantly. These labels weren't just cruel, they reinforced a public narrative that made it easier to justify publishing these inappropriate bikini shots. As if her personal struggles somehow made it okay to strip her of privacy and respect. Fans who grew up watching her on Disney Channel found the shift especially jarring. One minute she was the wholesome, mischievous twin in The Parent Trap. The next, she was being splashed across adult gossip blogs in barely their bikinis, judged for her body, her choices, and her lifestyle. For many, it was a wake-up call about how young female celebrities are often handled by the media, and how little control they actually have over their image. Fast forward to today, and Lindsay is in a much better space. She's married, enjoying motherhood, and even making a Hollywood comeback. She's spoken openly about reclaiming her story and distancing herself from the chaos that once surrounded her. But these old photos still float around the internet, sparking debate every time they resurface. Were they a product of their time, or a warning sign of media ethics gone too far? In the end, it's not just about a few revealing photos. It's about how fame, youth, and the entertainment industry can collide in ways that are deeply uncomfortable, even for adult viewers. Lindsay Lohan's bikini pictures aren't just inappropriate because of what she wore, they're inappropriate because of what they represent, a media culture that, for too long, prioritized sensationalism over human dignity. So next time one of those old photos pops up, remember the bigger story. It's not just about scandal or curiosity. It's about the cost of fame, and how easily that cost is passed on to those who never asked for it.